All right,
Use
let's
the
talk
code
about
Jason
Messi.
Davis at your local store.
Let's talk about Messi and Garber at MLS. Look, this isn't like some huge advancement in the possibility of Lionel Messi arriving in Major League Soccer. And of course, Jared, if MLS wants to get Messi here, they're going to find some way to get Messi here. He's transformative in that way. They
can only take it so far, though. At the end of the day, he has to want to be here.
Yeah.
And we can set the table really nicely for him, but there's a lot of Saudi teams and stuff like that got the same kind of money, if not more, to throw around.
Sure,
but we can. There are some other intangibles that MLS can put out there.
I think those are significant ones, but you're going to have to make a healthy offer. And again, I think you go back to 2007. You think about the whole David Beckham's making $250 million to play for the LA Galaxy. Well, he wasn't making $250 from the LA Galaxy. He was making $250 total in a deal with Adidas and all this other stuff. So you're going to have to put together a package. You know, it's going to be an offer package for Lionel Messi.
What do you think about? So Don Garber's son, like we may have to put on our best dress, and we may have to steal it from a store because we can't afford it to look the best we can for this ball. And what do you think about him? Is it weird for them to finally say the quiet part out loud? Because this is the kind of thing you knew always was happening, but it took a Grant Wall book and things like that to really kind of understand how it all worked behind the scenes. They were not open about all this Beckham stuff ahead of time. It was not disclosed that they were bending a lot of this stuff, but you knew it was happening.
Hold on. They didn't bend anything from the league's rule perspective.
Sorry, they created new rules. Is that better?
Well, Tim Leiweke went into a Board of Governors meeting and said, we think we can get David Beckham. And he probably got laughed at. And he said, no, seriously. But obviously we can't pay him based on the scale that we have right now in MLS 2007. So we need some way to figure this out. And here's what we think. I'm assuming that AEG and Leiweke and the Galaxy kind of formulated the idea for the DP rule. Or maybe they went to Todd Durbin and he formulated the rule. I actually don't know that part of the story. I don't remember if that's in Grant's book. But it sort of set the tone for MLS being a league that will adjust on the fly. And I would rather... Look, if MLS can't be the Premier League in terms of spending power, which they would go, the league would go belly up in a year or two if they tried to spend significant amounts more money than they're making, and they're not making a lot of money right now, right? We know revenues are relatively low, that clubs aren't really in the black. Rather, there are a lot of them that are in the red, even with the valuations going crazy, and so it takes spending out ahead of that revenue to sort of make the league work, right? So if MLS can't be spending on the level of a top 5 European league right now, then I would want them, as a fan, to not close the door on things. Oh no, sir, we have rules. Lionel Messi in Major League Soccer, we can't make it work.
It's not going to be. It can't be just money. It can't be just money. It has to be something else. If for Beckham, it was the ability to come in at rock bottom for a franchise.
Yeah, you can offer Messi that. I
want to play a game on this real quick.
There's a report that part ownership of Inter Miami might be on the table, but go ahead.
Okay, but let's say it is more of a Beckham style. Like, hey, you get first option at a franchise in a specific city. My question to you, Jason, where is that city? If you're Messi and you're the MLS, what is the city that you say yes to, or what is the city you're trying to push that want it to be Messi specific? You got 2 in LA already. You got 2 in New York.
Well, they're still the problem for them in Las Vegas is they don't really have an ownership group that's willing to step up and build a stadium. Messi's not going to be the lead owner. I don't think he's billions deep.
But no, it's the name. It's the name.
He's got enough, and he would drive investment. He would bring people in the front door with their money saying, yes, please, how can we get involved
Can I throw something interesting at you?
Yeah.
Here's my suggestion. Off the wall, next level, thinking outside the box, way that works for both MLS and the direction that they've been going anyway. Cabo San Lucas.
No, I mean, come on.
A Mexican team in MLS. How much does MLS want that?
MLS already got special dispensation for Canada to have teams in Major League Soccer. Sorry, Vince. They're not going to.
Wait, special dispensation from whom?
From FIFA.
Okay, what does FIFA like?
Money, but they don't like money so much that they're going to encroach on Mexican territory when Mexico's an established footballing country.
What does Mexico want more than anything else these days?
The reason Canada has teams in MLS is because they didn't have a first division of their own. Mexico does. Mexico would be pissed.
We just got done talking about
the FMS can be like, yes, please come in, take Cabo San Lucas has like 12,000 people, but sure, go ahead, have that place from us.
Travel destination for American tourists, not far away, not much farther than going to LA. You couldn't do Mexico City or something like that. It doesn't have good representation in FMF already. So we're already talking about Messi is going to take rule bending, right?
No,
and MLS and Mexico are finding every way to work together to try to make money.
The answer to this is Vegas. It's Vegas. It's Vegas. It's Vegas. It's Vegas. It could be Phoenix, but I don't think Messi wants to. I mean, first of all, Messi doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be in the city and like standing on the sidelines.
No one wants to be in Phoenix, dude.
A BMR here. This is actually more after my heart. BMR saying San Juan. Can we put a team in San Juan with Lionel Messi? Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Soccer's never worked. Professional soccer's never worked in Puerto Rico, but let's do it anyway. I would love that. I'm going there twice.
My idea is way better than that one. Way better than that one.
Why? Why is it better?
Because MLS and Mexico are trying desperately to work together. They want to be in bed together.
Your idea is hold on. Your idea is better in a dream world where the FMF just lets them like come on in, have a seat.
No, I'm talking
our
dual. I bet you FMS is like cool. We get a cut.
This is like a shakedown. Like you're making.
Have
this
you
like
not watched all the documentaries on FIFA? Everything's a shakedown. No rule is not meant to be broken. Every rule is meant to be broken if the price is right in FIFA.
Look, I was living more in reality. I was like, just give him MLS HQ, a piece of property that he can own outright. Like we don't forget here, Mr. Messi. Please take our house. Like I kind of feel like that's the way you should do this. Not necessarily.
I'm just saying if MLS and FMF and Messi want to play 4D chess, you find a spot in Mexico to give them a team and bring MLS have representation in Mexico.
I just don't know why Mexico specifically, because the relationship with
every single thing they can do, they're doing together, and it's in the United States. Like Mexico wants American dollars so bad.
Hold on, you want this to directly benefit the growth of soccer in America. Do you think that anybody in Middle America is going to pay attention if Lionel Messi gets a team in Cabo San Lucas or wherever you're talking, Puerto Vallarta, whatever you're talking about, like? I don't know. That's not a. Is that a thing? Like, is that like? Oh, this is now on the American sports radar. Lionel Messi is playing in MLS. Even if the teams in Mexico, they're like, what is happening
MLS
here?
I don't understand the first true continental league.
I don't think that is happening. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like, we're talking about bending rules. We might as well bend them big. But that's okay. I agree with you. It's not likely.
Throw the image one more time, just so we can take a look at it. Tim Robbins. Don Garber in the role of Tim Robbins and Lionel Messi in the role of
they got nothing to lose.
Good pull. Nothing to lose. Try to get Mexican football to let Lionel Messi put an MLS franchise.
But back in the realm of reality, I agree with you. Vegas has been something that the league has tried to shoehorn. It's the biggest opportunity that hasn't been capitalized yet inside the United States. And if anyone had the clout to do it and the ability to do it, it's Messi and someone with money, like a Jorge Mas. He needs a Jorge Mas to do it with him.
He needs a Jorge Mas.
Who that is, I don't know.
I don't know if Messi wants to pull the Beckham card or if he wants to be invested in an already existing MLS team. He can certainly be part of the wave that Miami catches, and he'll like push the wave out when they build the stadium finally. I mean, there's lots of things. Maybe just
do we know how much time is left on the Adidas deal with apparel deal?
They just signed an extension. They just signed a brand new
to do it then, right?
And it's like $650 million over the next 10 years or 5 years or something. I don't know. It's by MLS standards, it's good money. All right, so maybe Messi's coming here. Certainly, Don Garber's going to roll out the red carpet and break all the rules and change everything.
What's the percentage you put on it?
Percentage? I think it's 50-50. I mean, it's MLS
classic
or the field.
Jason Davis number.
No, it's MLS or the field. MLS has got a lot going for it as a new frontier, a place to invest. There are a couple of reasons why it might not happen because of turf. Somebody mentioned turf. Lots of those things. He could always go back to Rosario and play for Newell's Old Boys. And, there could be a ton of money on the table from Saudi Arabia, but I don't think either one of those places is as attractive as a location.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo took way too much flack for going to Saudi Arabia.
I don't think Messi wants to be. I don't think he wants to follow in Ronaldo's footsteps, regardless of how much money is on the table, right? I think there's that.